Me again. We're back. This is video number 2. And it's for the initial value. IV we call it because we're into nicknames here. Rock IV. Rock is rate of change. Did that last video. Now it's IV, initial value. Its other names it goes by, the y-intercept. Rock is also known as the slope. Initial value, or IV, is also known as the y-intercept, or sometimes it's called the vertical intercept. It's like fashion. Believe it or not, even with teaching math, fashion gets involved. You can't escape fashion. It's hard to think of as math teachers as fashionable people, but... Okay. So here's where we were last time. I got the same 4 situations. Here's what we did last time. We got the rate of change, the rock. The rock! And notice they're like fractions because it's always per $1.75 per kilometer you get charged. The pizza, it's $1.50 per topping. Cell phone, $3.50 per gig of data. And then finally, with Theo and his job as a cook making Nashville chicken, he gets paid $17.25 per hour. A lot of you have had jobs, and you're always concerned how much do you make, and you know you're going to get, they pay you mostly per hour. How much am I going to get per hour? Don't try to tell me you know nothing about rates of change. You know rates of change because you're going to bring it up as soon as you apply for a job. Your first question is, how much you give me per hour? What are you throwing at them? Show me the money. I want to know. You're throwing at them a rate of change, so you know what a rate of change is. And it has to be at least, what is it, 15? Is it 15 or 14? What's the rate of change? But for like minimum wage, 15 or 14?
I don't know. I think it's 14.25, something like that. I don't know, man.
That's my son. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Because I make more than it.
What? Okay. Aren't you amazing? Okay, so today, IV, what's the initial value? What do they stick you with to begin with? You get in a taxi before he drives 1 centimeter. He says, I'm going to charge you $2. Initial value. Starting. Initial means starting. So here, the initial value is $2. Okay, and then we go over here, Pasquale's Pizza. There's an initial value. There's something they're going to charge you before they put any toppings. Before you order any toppings. $10 a pizza. So that's our initial value here. $10 a pizza. Okay? What's the initial value for the cell phone plan? They want $20 a month. And what's the initial value for Theo getting paid $17.25 an hour? Nothing. Sometimes the initial value is nothing. You don't start off with anything. It just depends on how much you work. So this is 0. Okay? So, before it drives nowhere, if this cab drives nowhere, he's still going to pay $2 just to get in. If this pizza has no toppings on it, it's going to cost you $10 still. If you buy a cell phone plan and you don't believe in data or any data, $20 a month. And then finally, if Theo, as soon as he walks in his shift, he's not going to get paid anything until he works at least an hour. Unless, I don't know, if he works 15 minutes and he runs out in a panic because he's spontaneously allergic to chicken or something, maybe he'll get paid for part of it, or I don't know. But you don't really get paid anything, okay? So, 4 situations. In each case, we want to define the rate of change, the initial value. So I'm going to give you a sheet. I want you to work through the sheet for practice. And we're going to have an evaluation very soon. Just on this. It's easy. It's like a little quiz. You know, this is basically you do the same thing. I'm going to give you situations. You tell me the rate of change, the ROC, and the IV. That's it. Okay? So you get a little practice. Practice makes perfect. And you get a quiz. It's all good. All right. This whole unit, which we started very slowly, you know, we've had a very slow start figuring out how we're going to do this. I realized this is the best for me. I have to have some sort of board that I refer to and something that you can see. So we're going to have This is going to be 8 little videos on this whole unit, and we're going to be done somewhere. I think I have it scheduled by the end of the second week before the end of May, whatever. I'm going to give you a timetable, and soon we'll have a quiz on this. So check out the sheet, give it some try. Talk to you later.